You see, it's all part of the plan. As long as Nintendo makes their little consoles, everything's fine. But they say one little thing about stop making them, well, then everyone loses their minds.
Yeah.
That's kind of what happened this
the
past
thing about
week.
chaos, it's fair. The thing about consoles, it's fair. I don't know.
So anyway, there was a recent interview with recent president of Nintendo, Shintaro Furukawa.
Man, I was hoping it was going to be our boy Phil's and me. I was going to say, my body is ready.
Oh. Reggie,
yeah.
My body is ready. Fizame.
Yeah.
No, Shintaro Furukawa is the current president of Nintendo Japan, which makes him president of all Nintendo, basically. And what everyone freaked out about is that he did make a couple of comments about Nintendo and making home video game consoles. And he basically said, yeah, we're not married to the idea of doing video game consoles. Like, if we have to shift and pivot and do other things, then we'll do them. And every website out there basically did clickbaity stuff.
Yeah, Nintendo's not making consoles anymore.
Could Nintendo stop making consoles? Is the Switch the last one we're gonna get? It's just like, it was terrible, like how bad this was. And I'm so thankful that a lot of YouTubers came out and were just like, guys, stop being so clickbaity with your stuff, okay? Don't put that as the headline as Nintendo may move away. It's like, yeah, of course they might. Honda may one day stop making cars and make something else if it's more profitable.
That's like saying...
any business works this way. So I do want to go through the entire interview. It's not long. I do want to go through the interview to get an idea, to give people an idea of what the whole context of his comments were about. And this was an interview with Nikkei. I'm not sure what Nikkei is, but
love Nikkei.
Some kind of Japanese publication, I'm assuming. So they ask Furukawa, you've put out a lot of consoles and software, but there's always a really big risk that comes with it. Furukawa responded, we're in the entertainment industry. There isn't much we can do about that risk. To us, the guiding principle by which we operate is offering customers all around the world innovative and unique ways to play games. I don't want our developers to think too much along the lines of what should I do if we fail. My most important role is to facilitate an environment in which they can demonstrate their own abilities. I'm not a pro developer myself, so I leave the actual development to leaders that can tell what a good game is and what isn't. Nikkei asks, you're completely hands-off? He responds, well, leaving everything up to others would be irresponsible. I spare a lot of time to make sure the people I leave in charge and I have a mutual understanding. With regard to decisions on how we should improve our technology and the direction in which Nintendo should proceed, I base my final decisions on the development leader's way of thinking. I don't think it's a good idea to give complete freedom. I want there to be more of a balance between freedom and discipline. Nikkei asks, have you ever run into an innovation dilemma where the company's past successes were too big, making innovation impossible? Furukawa said, we aren't really fixated on our consoles. At the moment, we're offering the uniquely developed Nintendo Switch and its software, and that's what we're basing how we deliver the Nintendo experience on. That being said, technology changes. We'll continue to think flexibly about how to deliver that experience as time goes on. It has been over 30 years since we started developing consoles. Nintendo's history goes back even farther than that, and through all the struggles that they faced, the only thing that they thought about was what to make next. In the long term, perhaps our focus as a business could shift away from home consoles. Flexibility is just as important as ingenuity. Nikkei asks, do you expect fluctuations in business performance to continue from here on? Furukawa responds, I'm thinking about little ways we can reduce that kind of instability. I'd like to increase the amount of games on smartphones that have a continuous stream of revenue. We're also dabbling in theme parks and movies, different ways to have our characters be a part of everyday life. I'm anticipating a strong synergy like that. So,
Panic button.
we're not going to have a Nintendo console. Here's the deal. The Switch isn't really a console. It can be a console. It can behave like a console, but the Switch itself, it's more handheld than console. Definitely. Like, I don't understand why people are kind of flipping out about the fact that, like, hey, the last true console they did was the Wii U, and it was a failure. So, but Nintendo has always killed it. And remember, he said consoles, by the way. They have killed it always with their handhelds. They have yet to have a handheld system not be a massive success for them.
They own the market. I mean,
right. Yeah, Sony will not be competing in that market again anytime soon. Microsoft has never expressed interest.
Hey, don't count Soulja Boy out. Oh wait, actually, never mind.
He's already out. He was out before he was even in.
Did we ever cover that story?
We did not.
Oh, it's a classic.
We did not.
It's a classic.
Enough people chimed in about that. Yeah, go
Just
watch
a boy
any
with a
YouTube
dream,
about
Steven.
it. Just a boy with a dream. Why you gotta keep him down?
Anyways.
So anyway, yeah, we.
I mean, the Switch is already kind of a step away. Like, you're already seeing a little bit of a change.
It kind of is, yeah. They're not being so stingy about what they let on their eShop. There's a lot changing at Nintendo, and I think the Wii U opened up a lot of people's eyes. And the fact that we have a new president, he has a new vision. He's a young guy, by the way. I don't know how young he is, but he does not look very aged at all. He looks like he could be a millennial, to be honest. Now, this whole talk about, they just hear a couple of phrases, and that is, we may move away from consoles. We're not fixated on consoles. I'd like to make more mobile games. Okay, what's wrong with that? They have Super Mario
Surprise.
Run. Pokemon Let's Go, although it's not technically Nintendo, but they're related to it.
Pokemon Go. It's just...
And then... Oh, yeah, Pokemon Go.
Let's Go is the...
Let's Go. Yes, very right. Very true.
Yeah. Two similar names, though.
It was done on purpose.
Yeah.
And they have Fire Emblem Heroes. So, yeah, they do have these games, which... I mean, if they want to bring more franchises to the mobile market, that's fine. Like, the rest of us normal gamers can safely ignore that kind of stuff. But if they want to... I would love... And maybe, I wish Konami would do something like this. Like, sure, do your mobile games, do your pachinko and slot machines and casino stuff that makes you a ton of money. But also, like, don't forget, like, gamers that got you here.
I mean, I think as long as it's making a lot of money, they can't ignore it,
Sure. Maybe, but at the same time, like, go ahead and do something else that makes money.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a cash cow. It's when companies start doing just that.
Yeah.
Konami.
Yeah.
And they stop making like quality games, they're gonna start to diminish.
Well, and the thing is, like, the more money they get, the better games and handhelds or whatever else they're able to make for us. So
right. And I feel like Nintendo has proved over and over again that, like, quality is not something that they are going to be
forgetting about.
Yeah. They're gonna, and like he just said a couple of ifs and maybes, and he basically, I mean, it like I said, with if Honda one day decides to stop making automobiles because they're not profitable, of course they should stop doing that. But here's the deal. Gamers shouldn't be worried about this, because if you buy consoles from Nintendo, guess what Nintendo will keep doing? Making consoles.
Yeah.
If they sell, they will make it. If they don't sell, they won't make them anymore. And honestly, the Wii U has been really the only stinker of a console in sales.
Yeah.
I mean, the GameCube wasn't a failure. It did sell about 10 million more units than the Wii U did. So you can't really say that, you know, they've had more than one failure of a console.
Yeah.
So they're doing fine, especially with the Switch. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
The Switch is on fire. So yeah, just wanted to bring that up. Don't believe the headlines that you're seeing. You heard the full interview here, so judge for yourselves.